The notion that vaccines and global warming are lies used to oppress Christians is a complex and multifaceted topic. It is essential to approach the subject with a critical and nuanced perspective, recognizing that both vaccines and global warming are extensively researched and widely accepted scientific phenomena. However, some individuals and groups within the Christian community have raised concerns that these issues are being used to undermine their faith and values. One argument posed by some Christians is that vaccines are a form of population control, aimed at reducing the number of believers and exerting control over their bodies. This notion is often linked to conspiracy theories surrounding the use of vaccines to implant microchips or track individuals. However, there is no credible evidence to support these claims. Vaccines have been extensively tested and proven to be safe and effective in preventing the spread of infectious diseases. The overwhelming scientific consensus is that vaccines are a vital tool in protecting public health, and their use is not motivated by a desire to oppress or control Christians. Similarly, some Christians have expressed skepticism about the existence or severity of global warming, suggesting that it is a hoax perpetrated by governments and scientists to exert control over their lives and limit their freedoms. However, the scientific evidence for global warming is overwhelming, with numerous studies and datasets demonstrating a clear link between human activities such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation, and the rising global temperature. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change (IPCC) has concluded that it is extremely likely that human activities are the dominant cause of the observed warming since the mid-20th century. Despite the scientific consensus, some Christians may feel that the emphasis on global warming and the need for sustainable practices is an attack on their values and way of life. They may view the push for renewable energy and reduced consumption as a threat to their economic livelihoods or their ability to exercise their faith freely. However, it is essential to recognize that caring for the environment and protecting the planet is a fundamental aspect of Christian stewardship. The Bible teaches that humans are entrusted with the care of the earth and its resources, and that we have a responsibility to act as responsible stewards. It is also worth noting that the idea that vaccines and global warming are lies used to oppress Christians is often perpetuated by misinformation and a lack of understanding about the scientific issues involved. Social media and other online platforms can amplify conspiracy theories and misinformation, creating an echo chamber effect that reinforces existing biases and prejudices. This can lead to a polarized and divisive discourse, where individuals become entrenched in their beliefs and are less willing to engage with opposing viewpoints. In conclusion, while some Christians may feel that vaccines and global warming are being used to oppress or undermine their faith, it is essential to approach these issues with a critical and nuanced perspective. The scientific evidence overwhelmingly supports the safety and efficacy of vaccines, as well as the reality of global warming and its causes. Rather than viewing these issues as a threat to their faith, Christians can work to promote a more informed and nuanced understanding of the scientific evidence, and to find ways to address these challenges that are consistent with their values and principles. By doing so, they can help to build a more just and sustainable world, and to promote the well-being and flourishing of all people. Ultimately, the pursuit of truth and the care for the planet are fundamental aspects of the Christian faith, and should be seen as opportunities for growth, reflection, and service, rather than as threats to be opposed.